What's going on, Guardians? It's Tizzle here, and in this video I'm going to be showing a solo clear of the Lightblade Grandmaster. As you can see, I have Hellion and Song of Flame on, even though there's no Solar Surge, and that's because this is a really safe build if you're trying to solo this GM. There's other ways that are quicker, but the strats that I'm showing are what I consider to be the safest and most effective way to beat this Grandmaster, because there are a ton of ways to die, and trust me, I died in damn near every way imaginable. Some my fault, a lot not. There's so much teleporting enemies and stuff in the boss room. It was a huge pain in the ass. The counterfeit ammo bricks are a pain. So here, I'm trying to hit this guy with an anarchy shot. Usually I can hit him first try, and then if you get the melee, which my melee misses, because I have necrotic grip on, so it's going to do damage over time, it's going to unravel, so you're doing damage there, and then it's going to apply radiant. So all you need is one anarchy shot, because weakened clear, or whatever the hell it's called this season, the GL mod that weakens bosses, yeah, it's really good, and they fixed kinetic impacts. So this was a terrible start. Of course it's the run that I beat it, where I have a terrible beginning. Because normally, yeah, I stick them, I throw my arcane needle, I'm missing mountaintop shots because he's just jiggle peeking me, like, oh god. But anyways, necrotic grip is super good. This build is all about damage over time. So for a long time I was running Lost Signal because I really wanted to like build into the theme of the build, but Mountaintop is just straight up better. The one thing Lost Signal is really good for, though, is giving you Darkness Transcendence energy, but we still get a ton of Transcendence energy because of the Unravel from our Arcane Needle melees, so yeah, you don't have to worry about it too much anyways. So here, these guys got shielded by that wizard, so yeah, there's Banes now in Nightfalls, which I don't really care. It adds a little element of difficulty, I suppose, but I don't find it too oppressive or anything. But the counterfeit mod is super annoying. I've definitely died to that, and it wasn't a skill issue, it's just, like, they boop you off. Like, I've just died in so many stupid ways. But anyway, so here we get a freeze, and then we're going to stick with Anarchy. And, yeah, like I said, Anarchy is super nice because it has kinetic impacts, so you can deal with unstops as well. And then that also adds some damage. There we get really unlucky with that barrier moving. And I get really lucky here because lots of times he will snipe me. Like, that normally kills me. I don't know how I didn't die there, but I guess this run was just meant to be. But normally it shouldn't have even been that sloppy. This is a very terrible beginning. I've had beginnings so much better where I was out of here in like 4 minutes. So, like I said, unfortunate, but it is what it is. So here is why we run Song of Flame, is the barriers in the boss room are quite difficult to deal with. So we just pop that, and then we get Radiant when we're in Song of Flame. So that allows our Anarchy to pierce the barrier shield. And I'm not running Overload GL either, because that will overwrite your anti-barrier rounds. So there we have a really nice Song of Flame, and then we still have it for this guy. So we get a nice little double Anarchy shot. You can't stack more than 2 Anarchies, I'm sure you know that, but yeah, so always just stick with that max 2. And what I love about this build is you can be pretty liberal with your Mountaintop and Anarchy shots, because they just have so much total damage. They're just really good ammo economy wise. And in this GM, you definitely want something with good ammo economy. And you want stuff with good range because of the Shriekers before the boss. But yeah, this is just an all-around super good build. So there, again, we get 2 shots. I should have thrown my melee, though, because it would have procced Radiant, Unravel, and the Necrotic. So I kind of screwed up there. And then there, how does that miss me? Like, normally I die to that. But yeah, he would have been dead had I thrown my melee. So I guess it was lucky he didn't hit me. And then as soon as he's dead, these guys are going to spawn. So then we take them out. And yeah, again, just spam your Transcendence as much as possible. Spam your abilities. Spam Mountaintop Anarchy. I even popped my super just because I'm like, okay, this has been such a horrific start. Let's just get going on this. And yeah, Mountaintop, I have Impulse Amplifier and Vorpal on it. So a really good roll. for, yeah, dealing with champions and bosses and things like that. So like I said, I was quite liberal with the use of my Mountaintop and Anarchy shots. So you can see the glow on the heavy brick. That means it's the real one. If it's not got that purple glow above it, then it's not the real one. And then there, again, just get lucky. I was playing reckless at this point because I was just so over this. I didn't really care if I died in the first 5 minutes. Like I said, I would play reckless pretty much up to the boss, and that's where I'll employ the safe strategies. Not totally reckless, but like there, you could see there were some times where I definitely could have died. So I'm just going to speed this up. You can see I have all my abilities, so that's the other nice thing with Song of Flame. It refreshes all your abilities when the super ends, so that's obviously very valuable. There, for some reason, the grenade didn't go at the Barrier Knight. And then here, again, we just proc Radiant. I don't know why Anarchy wasn't... Oh, I probably lost Radiant by that point in his shield. That's probably what was going on. Because I did proc Radiant with my melee. And then, yeah, Necrotic Grip. Like, this build just has so much damage over time. Like I said, the poison from Necrotic, Unravel. I was running Lost Signal. Took it off for Mountaintop. And then Anarchy with its tick damage. And, yeah, tick damage. I've talked about it before, how damage over time is super strong in Destiny. And that's why I wanted to like make this build and specialize in a damage over time build. And yeah, I might solo some more GMs with this build just because it's really fun, really strong. If you're running Lost Signal, the uptime on the on the Transcendence is absolutely crazy, which is really good because your Necrotic Grip melee is poisoning everything and spreading poison. So yeah, if you can have high uptime on your Arcane Needles, then that's really good. So this emote, if you line it up right, your head will go into the thing, and then you can just bypass all these things. There is ways to go about this. You just jump on the sides if you do want to kill the enemies and don't want to mess around with this, or you don't have this emote. There's a few other emotes that work as well. And then same for the next part. You can just jump and methodically make your way through, but I'm just trying to show what I like to do, because like I said, for me, it was just get to the boss room. So Shriekers, you have to stick them on the gray part above their eye, not on their actual eye. So I always like to freeze these guys. Their suppressor nade was coming in. So yeah, I actually died to that one time. I froze him. So how's he throwing a suppressor nade if he's frozen? And yeah, it killed me. So that was one way I died, which is just totally stupid in my opinion, because if it's frozen. There, my like screen kind of glitched out. That wasn't like a bad shot on my part. There, again, how does that shield miss me? Normally I play much safer than that, and I would have just went straight to the top. God, this is such an ugly run. And like I said, this is the one I beat it on. But yeah, you have to be wary of that guy throwing across. So once you get that enemy down, I didn't even have to bother with that Acolyte. I just was, but I probably should have just ran up and got it. But normally I would have just killed it quickly with my Mountaintop. But like I said, my screen kind of glitched out. I'm hoping to get a new PC at the end of the month, so hopefully I don't have all these frame issues and like the glitches while I'm playing. Like sometimes my weapon will just like un-ADS. It's so messed up. So there you can see I'm not getting yellow numbers, so for some reason Anarchy didn't apply the weaken. It's still a little hit or miss, but for the most part I didn't find it too bad. So yeah, there we used our Transcendence, but it doesn't matter because like I said, you have huge uptime on your Transcendence. So we jump down, we're full on Mountaintop Anarchy, we're hurting a little bit Mountaintop ammo. We're hurting a little bit on Anarchy, but that's okay. So then again, we do this, and there's a little glitch here under one of these bridges where it actually pulls you out of this. So I even died to the ship, like when you first jump on, it kind of jerks forward. That knocked me off when I was on a Warlock once, so I couldn't like recover my jump. So right here, I think it pulls you back, yeah. And then you just have to line it up. I took a little long there, like the Shrieker even started shooting. So that's about as long as you can take. I was a little slow on that one, but I just wanted to be really careful. It takes a little bit of a feel to get where you have to have your cursor and be aiming so that your head goes into the thing. So here, I like to jump up, and I'm just going to farm these ads because I have heavy ammo finder on. So primary ammo kills drop a heavy brick. So I do want to load up on ammo before the boss room. So yes, it'd be a little quicker, and it would be nice to show off Necrotic Grip, because I have done it and it literally just spreads the poison to all these guys and they die so quickly and they're all getting unraveled. Like, it's really good for mass ad clear Necrotic Grip, but like I said, you can see I got a heavy brick and that was more important. So like I said, this is not a speed run. It's all about being slow and methodical and smart. And there is definitely a strategy in the boss room that you kind of need to employ unless you're a really good player and you can kind of make stuff up on the fly. But this, my boss strats are very calculated. So yeah, 3 more ammo. That's totally worth it to me to take like another minute or so to take out those thrall. If a minute, more like 30 seconds tops. It's just Necrotic Grip does take them out super quickly. So here, I like to freeze these guys because sometimes they'll go like behind that pillar and kill you, which is weird. I think I even have a bad bog section here, or swamp or whatever. Yeah, I think I get kind of the bad route where you have to go left and right. It's a really bad route. So anyways, I knew nothing was too near me, so I got like all my Weight of Darkness off there. Oh yeah, I know what I do. I leave the one totem too fast, and then so I don't clear enough Weight of Darkness. So normally it's really nice to have an amplified build here because you can just rip through this, and that's what I was doing in my team runs and stuff. So yeah, this one where you have to go left and right really sucks ass. So here, I think I dipped pretty fast because the moths were on me. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe here? Anyway, I screw up. Oh, yeah, because I popped Song of Flame. So I should have stayed at that totem longer. Because I had Song of Flame, so I had huge damage resist. So then I could have stood at that totem to remove 3 more stacks, and then I would have made it there while still being able to sprint. So now that slowed me down, but we are almost at the end, and I still have my super. So we're just going to go ahead and use it on the Screeb. So that's one reason I really like Song of Flame is the DR. But like I said, the big thing is the constant Radiant to pierce the barrier shields with our Anarchy shots. So now this part, again, because we popped Song of Flame, we have all our abilities. I think I'm even janky at this part. Yeah, I had so many smoother runs in the opening half, but it is what it is. Yeah, like I'm missing my crits, I get frozen. Normally these guys are like not an issue for me, but for whatever reason, yeah, I had so many near misses in this one, where other ones I had like much smoother up to the boss. But yeah, so we get lucky there, we get some ammo drops. 25 is the max you can hold on Anarchy, and 24 on Mountaintop, so we're looking really good for ammo now. So what you want to do is kind of take out all the other enemies. So watch this. Watch how quickly we take this guy out. And I didn't even throw my melee for Radiant. Just the Weaken and Mountaintop Anarchy. Super, super good. So that's why we're running Cold Snaps for Darkness for our Transcendence especially. But also, I don't like to rely on kinetic impacts because I prefer to stun first. Because most of your Mountaintop damage is just going to be basically negated if you're using it, or not Mountaintop, Anarchy damage, as it's ticking, because when they're not stunned, it just does way less damage, right? So that's why I always like to just stun first. Oh yeah, and here too, like, my Cold Snap nade misses these guys up top. I can't hit a shot on this guy to save my life. Just so sloppy. So now we have this part. So there I proc my Hellion. A Screeb randomly comes here. I died to a Screeb jumping up there at one point. So yeah, for some reason, my Cold Snap just disappears into the void. Don't know what happened there. But yeah, anyways, Necrotic Grip spreads. And yeah, so we get our Transcendence at the perfect time, because we're going to be able to lob a bunch of grenades and melees at all these high health targets. So this part I learned in all my runs doing this. You want to leave the Scorn up so that the Shriekers keep their eyes open and are shooting at the Scorn bosses. And so yeah, if you weren't using Mountaintop, I was just plinking away with a Scout Rifle before. So that's one reason I switched to Mountaintop from Lost Signal, and just greater stopping power on the Barrier Knights. So there, only 6 shots, and now we had a brick right behind us. But yeah, you want to leave the Scorn up because then you're able to have like all those ogres and stuff focusing the Scorn boss. And there we just proc to kinetic impacts from Anarchy. So all it needs is one shot, and then it's going to do tick, 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 tick. And eventually it's going to stun the Unstop. But what's so nice about it is Bungie seems to be getting away from weapons having like dual utility, like how... so here I finally pop Transcendence. Like how Wicked Implement can't have anti-barrier because it intrinsically can slow and freeze, so it's good against unstops and overloads. But yeah, with kinetic impacts, you can run Anarchy, and it can stun barriers when you have Radiant, but it can also deal with unstops, so that's kind of rare and really nice that it does that. So yeah, there again, I'm just using up all my Transcendence abilities, and then just putting in some shots. I knew I had this brick back here, so we're going to go into the fight with full ammo. Look at all that darkness Transcendence I got there. Really nice. He's one shot because he was fighting the Knight. So I must have froze him with my Transcendence grenade, and then maybe the Knight busted the freezing. And that's how I got all that darkness Transcendence. And now we're just building light Transcendence with our scout rifle and taking these guys out. Just being safe. Like I said, like I was reckless where I could be, but there you definitely want to stay up. And this build is amazing for dealing with all those adds at a distance, because like I said, you've got the damage over time from your gloves. Mountaintop and a scout rifle are obviously great at distance. I got lucky hitting my shot with Anarchy, so that was nice on that unstoppable ogre. So now we drop down. You want your full super. So yeah, I will talk about the spawns as they kind of happen. So off the bat, you want to shoot 2 Anarchies and then throw an Arcane Needle melee to unravel. Unfortunately, I missed my Mountaintop. And then just use the melee from Song of Flame. So the melee is also applying... I ran over that brick on purpose because I have so much DR with Song of Flame. So yeah, you're also applying the Necrotic Grip Poison. And then you want to jump to the middle right towards the end while you still have it, but not too soon so that you don't waste those orbs that are in mid. So there, you can... I don't know how that melee missed those Thrall. Like I said, there was so many dumb things like that. I died to one because my melee missed an Acolyte. And it would have proc Devour for me and I'd have been fine, but it just like missed point blank, just like that one did. So like anything that could go wrong did go wrong in this Nightfall for me. So now we want to build up our super. So when the boss gets that 1/3 of health, it's going to spawn in the 2 Knights and then the Lucent Hive Knight. The Lucent Hive Knight spawns on this side that I'm at. So I rotate to the left so that I can hopefully spawn kill him. So here, I don't know. Sometimes I would like throw a Cold Snap grenade and then pop Transcendence, but you want to be really quick. So there, look, he literally just disappeared. He's in front of me and he just TPs. Like that is such bullshit. And that is the kind of stuff I was dying to. Stuff completely out of my control. Like where'd he go? Luckily I have tick damage on him so we can see he was down low, but Jesus Christ. And then he jumps up. And so we take him out. But yeah, that is the kind of stuff that was happening to me. Just Barrier Knights TPing and those guys just disappearing. Very frustrating stuff. So we want a super for the next part. And so once these Lightblade Disciples are dead, both of them, that is when the next phase starts. The boss becomes unimmune. And then you're going to get Knights. So one is left of the statue. I don't remember where the other one is. Somewhere between like left and mid, I think. But yeah, so I want to be on this left side of the statue so that I can spawn kill the Knight as it comes out of the door. It's very important to spawn kill at least one barrier, because if they get moving around, like I said, they jump back and forth and they're so freaking hard to deal with. Like it's painful. So I'm just going to speed this up a bit because I was kind of just taking my time. So I want to get his aggro and pull him to the side that I want to be on. So here I'm in good position, but they do run away from you. And then there, I just missed because I was anticipating him turning. So now you can see he becomes unimmune. And I was in the wrong spot. I should have been more left. So what I want to do though is freeze them off the rip. Yeah, that was ugly. I was in the wrong spot. If I was in the right spot, I would have froze him in place, not missed one of my anarchy shots, and I'd have been fine. And then the boss boops me, so that could have been really bad. Luckily, I get that anarchy shot, because like I said, the knights, they bounce around and they go to this top pillar and all this stuff. So there you can see, like, 2 mountaintop shots. We absolutely melted that knight, and that's what you need to do there. That was stupid. I kind of saw it coming, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll miss, but I didn't. So I should have just not jumped into it, because it did jump first, and that was just me thinking, oh, maybe I'll miss. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff. If that knocks me down into some thrall or into the boss, I'm dead. One time, my character, for whatever reason, just didn't make the jump. I should have mantled and then some. Like, I was well above mantle territory. Didn't mantle, and then just fell to my death because I'm a floaty warlock. Ooh, sorry about the frame drops. Jesus. New PC can't come fast enough. But I know there's like some new components coming out, so I don't know if it's better to wait. I'll talk to people at the PC store, see what they think. But anyway, so now once you hit the halfway point, exactly half, so just between like the H and the E and the on the boss's health bar, that is when you get the other spawn of knights. And one spawns at like 12 o'clock. If right now where I am is 12 o'clock. No, sorry, I'm at 3 o'clock. So I need to rotate over. So you want to be direct opposite the statue. So the statue is on my right, on my left. I'll just pause it so you know what I mean. It's the statue of Oryx. So it's on my left, right there. That statue, you want to be opposite that when the boss hits half health, because a knight comes out of that door. And then again, you want to spawn kill. So this is just me going back and forth with this guy and just waiting for my super, basically. I could have gone down and maybe killed some thrall, but I just want to keep kiting this guy around, and I'm just going to shoot thrall if they're like available to be shot. I'm not going to go down there and risk my life. Like I said, I died too many stupid ways to deal with that. But I do get lucky. I get a finder brick off one of those thrall. So now, I was hoping he'd follow me up here, because this is the side I want to be on, right? Like I was saying, I want to be opposite to that statue. Yeah, it's a cool statue. It's I'm not a big lore guy, but it's Oryx fighting some worm god with his, I can't remember. He's got a cool name for his sword. Bife would know. But anyway, yeah, pretty sick sword, pretty sick statue. So we just bounce back and forth. Like I said, we're slowly building our super. If you want to spec into intellect, by all means, because it does speed this part up. But other than that, you really don't need intellect. My base intellect on this build is 20. So I did put one intellect mod to go up to 30, because anything under tier 3, you actually get penalized. It goes from like a 10.5 minute passive super cooldown to like 9:16. So it was worth it to run one. So anyway, here, I shoot a melee at him. And then we're going to be doing some damage. I'm missing my shots because, like, I don't know why. Just trash. But this was bad timing. Don't know what exactly happened here. But now I have my Hellion up. And they spawn. Throw the nade. And then, geez, I had so many... See, that's the kind of crap that was killing me. In, like, so many other runs. Oh my god, the frames. But this run, I guess it was meant to be... because somehow I didn't get shot by anything else, and then I was able to proc Devour with my melee. And yeah, we get one knight down, and then I'm just using Song of Flame to go pick up that ammo. We get 3 more shots. Just spam your abilities here. Do what you gotta do to get these acolytes down, because they're dangerous. I get so lucky there. The Barrier Knight literally spawns into my freeze nade, so I have easy shots with Anarchy. And again, you can see how quickly we take them down. Our Arcane Needle is able to proc Radiant. And yeah, just really nice. So then it's just doing the same stuff, just kiting the boss back and forth. There you can see some kinetic impacts damage. I should have thrown my nade there. I was a little late. But yeah, this, just all that passive damage. He's actually a pretty tanky boss. Like, he might not feel like it in teams, especially if you were like me and running Consecration to farm the glaive. because yeah, you can just absolutely melt this guy. But yeah, as a solo, damage over time stuff's really good. So yeah, like Anarchy, Unravel, it all makes a difference. Like look at all those Unravels doing 1,000 damage every time, just tick tick tick. And then like I said, when I got my melee on him, same type of thing. So here I think I'm dumb because you don't actually get Barrier Knights spawning right away. They spawn just past the A at the start of his name. So I don't need to be building up super here. I think I kind of forgot that. I was just like so focused on playing extra safe that I wanted to farm that up. But yeah, it's just me running around. But I am trying to, you can see I threw out my Stasis Nade. That's because I'm trying to get a bit of Darkness Transcendence so that I can be Transcendent for when these guys spawn in. And then the melee, we get the Unravel. It's perfect timing. Now I got to get over here because this is the side, again, left of the statue that the guy spawns in on. The big Lucid Knight. So there he falls, which is fine. Like we could see him fall, but that other time he just literally like disappeared. He's got quite the trajectory on that. Like he throws it super hard and yet it somehow just lobs up. But anyway, Restoration I have right here, so that was dangerous as hell. But like I said, I've got Resto. I'm running whatever that fragment is, where when you pick up an orb, it grants you whatever your super is. So if I was on Void, it would be Overshield. But because I'm on Solar, we get some Resto. I put that on specifically for the boss room, for when you run around and grab orbs. So yeah, like I said, farming up that super wasn't needed. So now what I want to do, yeah, this is where I got mixed up. Because I died on literally the last spawn of Barrier Knights on a run right before this. And it's because it spawns to the right of the statue. So I was in position, right? But it doesn't spawn until the A in Ala Cool. So I didn't need to be over here right now. And like I said, I still wouldn't even need my super right now either, so unfortunately I'm a little low on Anarchy ammo, but I do get lucky and get a brick. I guess I did just get lucky a lot on this run. But like I said, I had so many runs that were smooth, like right up till the end, and then just died to some bullshit, so I didn't even feel bad that I got lucky in a few spots where like I could have died to 2 Sentinel Shields throughout the run, and I could have died to when the boss slammed me and took all my health from the physics slam. So anyways, there we get, here I'm floating so slow. I often run Strafe Glide, but I had switched to Burst just for like nicer movement, but then I kind of forget that sometimes. So here, I'm just trying to get some primary ammo kills in the hopes that I can maybe get a Finder Brick. Because you do want at least 2 shots of Anarchy, 1 for each Barrier Knight. Then I get baited by the counterfeit, but then I have one to my right. So this is risky too, because the boss comes up. But you do have some time when he jumps up. And then here, I get even more ammo. So now I know I'm chilling. I'm like, okay, if I lose it here, this is all on me. I'm like full up on ammo. I have Transcendence. I have lots of abilities. I have my super. So now it was just a matter of not fucking up, basically. So we're just going to get the boss over here. Just kind of wait for him. And then we're just going to kite back and forth again. And it's nice that I picked up that Anarchy, because now I can shoot him. Unfortunately, that second one went under his leg. I don't know what... Oh, yeah. So I'm almost at the A. I'm to the right of the thing. And then this time they spawn to the left. So it must be random, because I guarantee you on the run before this, I was on that other side where they just spawned. I was right over there and they spawned here. Actually, I was right here in all honesty. And that looks like where the knight was coming out. So on the run before this is where I died because the knight was just like TPing, and he spawned right here on this green thing, right beside the statue. So I was like, oh, I thought it was the other side. And anyway, kind of messed me up. So here, I'm just getting shot from all angles. You got these Thrall. So that was a really good super pop. I'm dead if I don't pop there. I wanted to get up on the Knights more, obviously. but as long as we can get one down with our super, we're good. So yeah, I'm trying not to use my melee too much. There, I get unlucky because that barrier just moved way more than I thought he was going to move. And then we just get the stun before we run out. So that's why I wasn't spamming my melees or anything in my super, because you really just want it for mobile radiant. You want it. I'm just going to rewind that. So see how all my weapons have anti-barrier right now? That's what you want Song of Flame for, and that's why I chose Song of Flame even though it wasn't Solar Surge. So that mountaintop breaks the shield quickly. We come out of Song of Flame with all our abilities, and then we're able to take that last knight down. And now I know I'm good. I've got 10 shots, lots of mountaintop. So now you just have to, like I said, really just not fuck it up. So there is like one acolyte up, and I don't know, I'm just like playing nervous and stupid right now because I'm like, holy shit, I finally didn't die to some bullshit. Because what I should be doing, yeah, is going to mid. There, I get hung up on the lantern. But yeah, I should be going to mid and just baiting the boss back and forth. It's not what I'm doing, but it's what I should have done. But anyways, now that he's kind of in a decent position, once he comes up here, then it's just literally a matter of going back and forth and using all our damage over time stuff. We're proccing Radiant, we're proccing Necrotic Grip Poison, we're proccing Unravel, and just back and forth, back and forth. Now there's one last spawn of the Thrall, and we take them out with a nice Stasis Nade, and that's going to be it. We proc a Hellion just for even more damage over time. But yeah, like, so you can see, once this build's like going, when you're not waiting for your super or anything, you can tick down that health bar really, really fast because there's just so much stuff dealing damage to him. And you can do it all while just jumping back and forth without ever having to worry about the boss hitting you. So yeah, a really safe and effective build. Like I said, I'll probably run it in some other GMs, and I will make a build guide on it at some point. But yeah, it's amazing. I took it through a Master Lost sector yesterday in like 3.5 minutes, and one of the ones on Savathun's Throne World. So, you know, not the easiest. They're not as hard as the Pale Heart, but it was like super quick, super easy. Yeah, so this build's really strong. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful and informative, and if it was, a like and subscription would be greatly appreciated, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.